Good morning, students. Today we will start a new topic, that is continuity of a function. Now earlier in class 11 we have discussed about the continuity of function. What is that thing? In simple language, in this coordinate plane, if we can draw a curve without lifting our pen, that function is called continuous function. So if fxy equals to fx is a function, if we can draw the function in the coordinate plane without lifting our plane, without lifting this plane, then it is said to be continuous. If somewhere between this curve, if any break point is there, then simply the function will be not continuous. So whenever we are discussing about continuity of a function, then at a particular point we have to check whether the function is continuous or not. So if I am checking this y equals to fx function, it is continuous or not, then we have to take a certain point in the x-axis. That means let us find the continuity of this function fx at x equals to a point. So at x equals to a point we will get fx, that is fa. At x equals to a point we will get the value of the function as fa. Now in mathematical term, how we can say that the function is continuous or not? So a real valued function or a real function fx is said to be continuous at a point A, at a point A of its domain. If limit x tends to a fx exist and equals to fa. Now what does it means? Limit x tends to fx exist. When we can say that the limiting value exists? In 11th standard we have learned this also, that if the left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, then the limit exists. And if that value is equals to the function value, then we can say that a function is continuous. That means, does fx is continuous at x equals to a if limit x tends to a plus fx equals to limit x tends to a minus fx equals to fa. If all these values are equal, then only we can say that the function fx is continuous at x equals to a point. Again I am repeating, when a function fx is said to be continuous at a particular point, the function is said to be continuous at the particular point x equals to a if the left hand limit and right hand limit, both the limit is equals to the functional value. Functional value means at x equals to a point, whatever value of fx is coming, that value is called functional value. If that value is equals to the left hand limit value equals to the right hand limit value, then the function is said to be continuous, otherwise it is discontinuous. So when it is discontinuous, if fa not defined, number one, if fa not defined, that means we cannot find the value of fa. Number two, if limit x tends to a fx does not exist, Now when limit extends to a, fx does not exist, that is limit extends to a plus fx is not equals to limit extends to a minus fx. If these two values are not equal, that means the limiting value does not exist. And number 3, if limit extends to a fx is not equals to fa. So if these 3 cases are there, then we can say that a function is not continuous, otherwise the function is continuous. So by example only it will be clear to you. The first problem, that so that fx equals to x cube is continuous at x equals to 2. So whenever a function we have to check whether it is continuous or not, we have to check against a particular point. So here x equals to 2, this point is given. In the place of a, here 2 is given. So our target is to check this limit extends to a plus fx equals to limit extends to a minus fx equals to fa. This is the definition. This we have to check. In the place of a, here 2 is given. So we have to check limit extends to 2 plus fx equals to limit extends to 2 minus fx equals to f of 2. Now fx is given here x cube. So what will be the value of f of 2? F of 2 will be 2 cube, that is 8. Next let us find limit extends to 2 plus fx. Now how to find this value? Earlier we have discussed in class 11. Whenever x tends to 2 plus is given, so let us choose x equals to 2 plus h. 2 plus means greater than 2. So let it be 2 plus h. Now if x tends to 2, h obviously tends to 0. If you put in the place of x 2, 2 cancel, so h will become 0. So when x tends to 2, h tends to 0. So this will become limit h tends to 0 f of 2 plus h. Now tell me, if fx equals to x cube, then what will be the value of f of 2 plus h? It will be 2 plus h whole cube. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 2 plus h whole cube. Now if you break it in the formula of a plus b whole cube, we have limit h tends to 0, 2 cube means 8 plus h cube plus 3 into 2 square, that is 12h, plus 3 into 2 into h square, that is 6h square. Now if you put the value of h equals to 0 here, this will become 0, this will become 0, this will become 0. So ultimately answer will be 8. Next what we have to find, limit extends to 2 minus fx. Let us find that value, limit extends to 2 minus fx. So again if we let x equals to 2 minus h, x tends to 2 minus implies h tends to 0. So this will change as limit h tends to 0 f of 2 minus h. That is limit h tends to 0 2 minus h whole cube. So here what is coming? 8 minus h cube minus 12h plus 6h square. Again if we put h equals to 0, we have this is equals to 8. So clearly all the values are equal. So therefore limit x tends to 2 plus fx equals to limit x tends to 2 minus fx equals to f of 2 equals to 8. So fx is continuous at x equals to 2. Understood, students? If not, then by the next problem it will be clear. Say similar type of one more problem I am solving, so it will be clear. So whenever we have to check whether the function is continuous or not, always we have to check whether the left hand limit is equals to the right hand limit is equals to the functional value. If all the three values are equal, then it will be continuous, otherwise it will be discontinuous. So the second problem, check if fx is continuous or not at x equals to 0. Check if fx is continuous or not at x equals to 0. And fx is given like this: 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 1. When x is less than 0, it is 2x minus 1. When x is greater than 0, it is 2x plus 1. So this much information is given. So here first step, f of 0 we have to find. First I am writing the definition. What we have to find here? Limit x tends to 0 plus, here the point is given 0, so 0 plus fx equals to limit x tends to 0 minus fx equals to f of 0. This we have to check. If it is coming, then the function will be continuous. If it is not coming, then it will be discontinuous. So first find the value of f of 0. Here f of 0 means at x equals to 0, what value is given? This value is given 2x plus 1, that means 2 into 0 plus 1, that is 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So f of 0 is equals to 1. Next, limit x tends to 0 plus fx. That means limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h. That is limit h tends to 0, f of h. If I am taking x tends to 0 plus means 0 plus h. So if x tends to 0, h also tends to 0. Now f of 0 plus h means f of h. Now check when x is greater than 0. 0 plus means greater than 0. Which value I will take? This value, 2x plus 1. So in the place of x, h is there. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0, 2h plus 1. Now if h equals to 0, if we put here, we have 2 into 0 plus 1, that is 1. So this is right hand. Now left hand we have to check limit x tends to 0 minus fx. This is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of 0 minus h, that is limit h tends to 0, f of minus h. Now when x is less than 0, which value I will take? This value, 2x minus 1, that is 2 into minus h minus 1. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0, 2 into minus h minus 1. Again if we put h equals to 0, so we have 2 into 0 minus 1, that is equals to minus 1. Now see clearly this value is not equals to this value. Here it is coming -1, here it is coming +1. So that means limiting value does not exist. Therefore the function is not continuous. So since limit x tends to 0 plus fx, it is not equals to limit x tends to 0 minus fx. So limit x tends to 0 fx does not exist. Does not exist. And this is the condition for discontinuity. Therefore fx is not continuous at x equals to 0. So one problem we have solved for continuous function, one problem for discontinuous function. Another problem we will solve where modulus is there. Then what we have, that we have to check. So the next type is whenever modulus is given in a problem. Examine the continuity of the function fx equals to mod of sin x by x when x is not equals to 0, and this is equals to 1 when x is equals to 0 at x equals to 0. This point you have to check. Whenever this type of question is given when x is not equals to 0 and x is equals to 0. Not equals to 0 means for both the cases, for plus 0 and minus 0, the same function we have to choose. When x tends to 0 plus, then also we have to choose this value. When if x tends to 0 minus, then also we have to choose this value. And when x equals to 0, the value is given. So here clearly we have f of 0 is equals to 1. At x equals to 0, the value is 1. So f of 0 equals to 1. Limit x tends to 0 plus fx, this we have to find. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h. That is limit h tends to 0 f of h. Now for 0 plus this value, so what will be the value of f of h? In the place of x, I have to write h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 mod of sin h by h. Mod of sin h means sin h simply. So limit h tends to 0 sin h by h. And we know the formula of limit x tends to 0 sin x by x equals to 1. So limit h tends to 0 sin h by h equals to 1. This is the formula of limit. Next we have to find the left hand limit. That is limit x tends to 0 minus fx. That is limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h. That is limit h tends to 0 f of minus h. For x tends to 0 minus also this value, mod sin x by x. In the place of x, here I have to write minus h. So we have limit h tends to 0 mod sin of minus h by minus h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 mod of minus sin h by minus h, and mod of minus sin h means plus sin h. That is limit h tends to 0 sin h by minus h. if I am bringing minus outside, so it is coming this, and this value is equals to -1. Now since limit x tends to 0 plus fx is not equals to limit x tends to 0 minus fx, therefore we can say that limit x tends to 0 fx does not exist. And if the limiting value does not exist, that means the function is not continuous. So fx is, therefore fx is not continuous at x equals to 0. So here it is coming, fx is not continuous at x equals to 0. Now the last type I am showing you. Here we have to find the value of unknown variable. So in this type of question, this is question number 4. If the following function fx is continuous at x equals to 0, find the value of k. Here fx is given 1 minus cos 2x by 2x square when x is not equals to 0, and this is equals to k when x is equals to 0. Now in this type of question, already it will be given whether the function is continuous or not. So it is given that the function is continuous at x equals to 0, and we have to find this unknown value of k we have to find. In the same method we have to proceed. That first f of 0, what is the value when x equals to 0? The value is k. So f of 0 is equals to k. This is number 1. We have this. Next, what we have to find? We have to find right hand limit and left hand limit. So limit x tends to 0 plus fx equals to limit h tends to f of 0 plus h, that is limit h tends to 0 fh. Now x tends to 0 plus, not equals to sign is given, that means for plus 0 also this value, for minus 0 also this value. Same functional value we have to choose. Here fh is given, that means in the place of x we have to write h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 1 minus cos 2h by 2h square. The formula of 1 minus cos 2h is 2 sin square h. This is equals to limit h tends to 0 2 sin square h by 2h square. 2 cancelled. And this we can write as limit h tends to 0 sin h by h whole square. Sin square h by h square is given, so that I am writing as whole square. We know the formula, limiting formula of this is equals to 1, so 1 square equals to 1 it is coming. So this is the value of right hand limit. Next we have to find limit x tends to 0 minus fx equals to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h equals to limit h tends to 0 f of minus h. The same functional value we have to choose. because x not equals to 0. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 1 minus cos 2 into minus h by 2 into minus h whole square. Now we know that cos of minus theta equals to plus cos theta. So cos of minus 2h means cos 2h. So this is equals to limit h tends to 0 1 minus cos 2h divided by 2h square. Again, applying the formula of trigonometry, we have 2 sine square h by 2h square, 2 cancel. So this we can write limit h tends to 0 sine h by h whole square, that is equals to 1 square equals to 1. So both the values are equal. So limit x tends to 0 plus fx equals to limit x tends to 0 minus fx equals to 1. Now we know that this value, if it is equals to f of 0, then the function is continuous. Therefore, since the function is continuous at x equals to 0, so from 1 we have k equals to 1. So if these two limiting value is equals to the functional value f of 0, then the function will be continuous. So when k equals to 1, then only the function is continuous. So in this way we have to solve the question of continuity. Practice all the questions from R.S. Agarwal. If you have any difficulties, in next video I will explain those. Okay, thank you students.